Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of this VLOGMAS series. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. So today I'm actually headed to the salon, but I just wanted to have this quick chat before leaving the house. It's about my IUD, okay? In case, if you've been following me now, in fact, even if you followed me this past 2-3 months, you will know that I got my IUD done a few months back. I think it's been about, should I say 3 months now? Maybe no, like almost 3 months. Almost 3 months. This is 2 periods later. Okay. By the way, this video might have a lot of TMI. So if you're not into hearing things in details, then this might not be the video for you. But anyways, okay, let's dive right in. Okay. Yeah, just a backstory. I like to give a backstory so that people that didn't watch the last video can catch up. So I have 3 kids now and I'm done having children. I don't want any more children. My husband doesn't want any more children. We're fine, we're happy, okay? So I decided to look for like a form of birth control, obviously to avoid pregnancy. And I ended up going with IUD, the non-hormonal IUD, because I just didn't want anything that would mess up with my hormones. I just wanted something that would prevent me from getting pregnant, but also don't mess with my body. You get what I mean? So went with the non-hormonal IUD. So that's what I have on right now. And prior to this IUD, I've never done any form of birth control before. I've never used any form of birth control before. We've just been using the natural family planning. You know, you just time it or you, yeah, whatever. So I'm trying not to use some words because you guys, if I'm having this discussion with you in real life, you're going to just cover your ears. But we're trying to be censored for YouTube, okay? Anyways, yeah, so I've never used any birth control before till I put this IUD. So you guys, I will link the video of me getting the IUD done down below. I might add a few clips here for those of you that will not click on the link in my description box, okay?
That's your IUD. This small thing here, that's the copper.
Right.
Okay, this is the calibration. It helps us to know how deep to go inside the womb. You can see how small it is. That's what is going to enter inside you. So it's not painful.
No, I'm not scared of the pain.
You know mine came out, I saw it like this.
But basically, that's what the IUD looks like. And I have it inside me right now. At first, to be honest, I was skeptical. I've heard a lot about IUD. But then again, is either you do that or risk bringing in an, I don't want to say unwanted child, but kind of, even though you end up loving the child, but kind of an unwanted child into the world. And I definitely don't want to do that. So I'd rather risk putting the IUD and risk all the side effects that might happen than actually risk bringing in a baby into this world when I don't want to, okay? So yeah, I put the IUD and, you know, the procedure was very quick. Like, was even up to the actual putting of the thing is probably 1 minute. But just the cleaning part or sterile part, whichever one, just trying to clean up the area, make sure everything is fine. That whole process probably took 5 to 10 minutes because it's different layers of cleaning, okay? Anyways, after that, the IUD was in and I was fine, okay? Then fast forward to like few days later, the first big change I noticed, the first major thing I noticed after I put the IUD on was discharge. Hey, God. The discharge I was having was out of this world. Like I said, TMI, it was a lot for me, at least. I've never experienced that kind of discharge in my life before, even when I was pregnant, even after having my kid. Like, I've never experienced it before. So I obviously automatically knew it has something to do with the IUD. And it wasn't like any bad discharge, like, you know, the type they tell you if it's colorful or smelly, you know, call your doctor. No, it was just clear, normal, odorless, just something shall live in your body. And it was so uncomfortable. Like, you can literally, like, I could literally feel the lumps coming out. Oh my God. I could literally feel the lumps coming out and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Like, I can finish peeing now, wipe myself, come out, and then like literally 2 minutes later, I feel like a huge something coming out of my body, and I run back to the toilet to do the whole process again. And then 1 hour later, I feel another thing, and I run back to the toilet. So it happened like that for like 2 weeks actually. like, because I put the IUD on the last day of my period, so my doctor wants to make sure you're not pregnant. Either the last day or the next day after. Basically, you're not on your period anymore, but like soon after. That's when I put the IUD. So after that, the next 2 weeks, I was having discharge up and down. And then after 2 weeks, it actually stopped. Thank you, Jesus, it stopped. And everything was back to normal. I was like, okay, why? Nice. Okay, no more, no side effects again. So life is good to go on. But little did I know that my period was going to come and it was going to be another ball game. And that first period is actually what made me want to remove the IUD. Because again, my history, all my life since I started seeing my period, I've never seen my period past 4 days before. At the very most, 5 days. But that 5 days, to be honest, is a stretch. It has never reached 5 days. That 5 days is just, okay, let's say that. In fact, nothing, you won't see any stain, but maybe you just still feel like you're on your period. So I like to say 4 to 5 days, but in real sense, it was actually 3 to 4 days. So I'm used to 3 to 4 days period, and it's perfect. And that's with no cramps, no menstrual pain whatever, nothing. I don't even know I'm on my period, and I'm on my period. Then I put the IUD, and day 1 came, it was normal. Day 2 came, it was like they put on tap in my body, and the tap was just flowing and flowing and flowing. I'm laughing now saying this. By the way, I hope I don't look sick, you guys, because I'm going to the salon. I didn't want to do makeup. But yeah, it was like the tap was just flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing. And I was like, okay, you know what? Even for my normal period, day 2 is usually like the heaviest for me, even on a normal day. So let's wait for day 3 and see what happens. And the tap for day 3 was worse than the tap for day 2. I was like, oh my God, what have I entered? What is all this? No, this is not what I signed up for. I hate periods. Like, I detest periods. Like, you guys don't understand how much I hate periods, okay? I just don't like the feeling. And because I just put IUD on, I didn't use tampon because I'm a tampon girl. I use tampons, and I didn't use tampon because I don't know, just first month of IUD. So I was just like, let me not just use tampon in case something goes there and chokes the IUD and then comes out, and the IUD will come out with the tampon. I was just skeptical, so I didn't use tampon. So yeah, day 3 was still very heavy. And then I was like, oh, there's no way day 4 will be like that. I beg, it's day 4. Like, that's the last day of the period. The period is over. Little did I know that it wasn't. It was far from over. And day 4 was another day of tap flowing. At that point, I wanted to cry. I was always irritated. I was not even in the mood again. I remember making a video around that period. I wasn't in the mood. I wasn't feeling anything. I wasn't... You guys, it just... I don't know if it was the period or the hormones or just the IUD or something, but my life that period was a whole mess. And I think my husband came back the day my period started or something like that. So thank God he was around, because my life was a mess and I just needed some sort of support. And I just wasn't happy. I was always moody. I was sad. I'll cry for the littlest thing, and it wasn't funny. Then day 5 came. And yep, there was still period. But the good thing is, by day 5, it then reduced. So I was like, okay, there's hope. There's hope that we're coming to an end of this. And then day 6 was now the last day of the period. So my period was for actually 6 to 7 days. Because I didn't count the very first day, because that very first day, I didn't count it as the first day, just because I was, should I say, I spotted, but it wasn't anything serious. But anyways, it's something that didn't used to happen to me before. So in total, my period now became 7 days, from 3 days to 7 days. But to be honest, I'm not mad at that, because I've heard stories where people say they put on IUD and they have 2 weeks period. Some people even more than 2 weeks. And I'm quite grateful that my own is not that long. I can manage 6 to 7 days in a month, you know. That's a lot. That's actually a lot, but you know, I can manage that in a month. And so that was how my first period went. And then the second period came. The first day was also something like that. It was like spotting and weird, and it was just weird. So, but that was how the first day went again. And the second day was tap on again. It was very, very heavy. And then the third day, surprisingly, for the second period, it just reduced. Like, there was almost nothing. I don't say nothing. There was something. Adana is crying. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, there was something, but it wasn't as heavy as the second day. And then the fourth day, it was almost gone. Like I was just like, wait, what? Because of how much I bled the first period. This video has turned out to be about period instead of IUD. But anyways, because of how the first period went, I expected worse or the same for the second one. But the second one turned out to be okay. And right now, I'm just waiting for my third period since I put the IUD on. So far so good. That's the whole point of the story, Sha. Because I got a lot of discouraging messages. When I shared my experience on what's it called, YouTube. Even though I didn't really pay attention to them because I already know I've done my research. Trust me, before I make a decision like this, I've done extensive research. Okay, and if I'm trying to go on something, it's because I feel like it's what's best for me. So I still obviously went with it, and I'm so glad that I did. Because right now, there's no more that fear of, am I safe? Am I not safe? Am I going to get pregnant? Am I not going to get pregnant? No, you're just doing whenever you want, wherever you want, however you want. And there's no pregnancy. My experience has actually been amazing. And as you mentioned, I also don't have menstrual pains, cramps, whatever it's called. I don't have it still whatsoever. So I thank God for that because it's something I've never had in my life. So it would have been sad or annoying if it just started down because of IUD. So I didn't have that with the two periods that I've seen. But the one thing I did notice since I put this IUD on is I started getting sharp pains on my, is it right? On my right side, yes, on my right abdomen. I get sharp pains like once a week or something like that. I don't know if it's related to the IUD, to be honest, but it's something I've actually always had. It started in pregnancy, but I just feel like it comes and goes. But now, because the IUD is there, I feel like it came back again and it has come back to stay. Did it happen to any of you? If it happened to any of you, do let me know in the comment section. What solution do you have for it? Is there even a solution? But it's something I'll talk to my doctor about. I went for my 6 weeks checkup for them to do like scan me, make sure the IUD is still in place. They did the scan, everything is still fine. But I don't know if I really discussed with my doctor on that day. But I'm supposed to go back very soon for my pap smear. I might do it before traveling for Christmas. I might go and get my pap smear done because I've not done pap smear in a while now. So when I go back for my pap smear, I'm going to then, talk to her about it. My doctor is amazing, by the way, guys. She's amazing with all these things that has to do with the girl body, the woman body. Like, she'll make you feel like you're talking to yourself. She'll make you feel so comfortable, like, anyways, I'm going to talk to her about it then. But yes, that's my IUD experience. So far so good. I really don't have anything bad to say about my IUD so far. Maybe after 6 months I'll come back and do another 6 months update. But I just wanted to do this video because I know under that my IUD video, some people asked me to share my experience after a few months. So this is my 2 months IUD update, even though it's almost 3 months I put it. But anyways, it's my 2 months IUD update, and hopefully I'll come back with a 6 months update, okay? But if you people hear pregnancy announcements, know that it has failed. But even though I heard that when you have IUD on and you get pregnant, Asha is back, and I'm so sorry, guys, that when you have IUD on and you get pregnant, it's most likely going to be an ectopic pregnancy. So we pray that doesn't happen. But anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I just wanted to have this chat before going to the salon. Hope you guys are enjoying this Vlogmas series. I'm enjoying it. I can't believe I'm actually doing it, okay? Hope you guys are doing fine and getting ready for Christmas. And I'll see you guys in my next one.